Hello everyone. Today we have reading session 2 and our trainer for today is Mrs. Annapurna Murugan. These are a few instructions for you all. Make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise-free environment for which we recommend you to use your earphones for the best experience. Also, respect your instructor, your classmates and yourself. Be respectful and professional and do not write anything inappropriate in the chat box. Moving ahead, you get these three memberships at Ubergrad, that is bronze, silver, and gold, with some additional features as displayed on the screen. So, for getting yourselves upgraded to any of these three, you can directly go on the website of Ubergrad and get yourselves upgraded over there. Also, I'll be sharing a coupon code with you guys in the chat box using which you can upgrade yourself from basic to bronze membership at a very discounted price. So you can just make use of that coupon code and get yourselves upgraded using the website of Ubergrad itself. So moving ahead, we also offer comprehensive evaluation, university shortlisting, course recommendations, country recommendations, which are made according to a student's future aspirations, course of study, academic profile, requirements, and career objectives. We also have recommendations report customized for the students according to their profile and requirements, and a doubt clearance regarding the study abroad process consisting of shortlisting applications, scholarships, etc. So moving ahead, we also provide with free live GRE and Duolingo classes. So firstly, we have free GRE live classes, which goes on from Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9:30. It's a 2-month course. We also provide free live Duolingo classes from Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30. It's a 2-week course. So for getting yourselves enrolled for any of these two, you can directly go on the website of Ubergrad and get yourselves enrolled there. So moving ahead, we also have one-on-one IELTS classes. That's when you upgrade yourself to the gold membership. It's just for rupees 5,999, and you get benefits like 20 hours live classes, class recordings, daily class worksheets, 10 plus sessional tests, 5 full-length mocks. So if you this is a very good feature. If you want more mock tests for your practice, you can make use of this particular facility, that just for rupees 5,999, that is one-on-one IELTS classes. So these are achievements of the students who got themselves enrolled at Ubergrad. Now I'll quickly show you the website of Ubergrad. So this is the website of Ubergrad. Over here, you can explore a lot of information related to the various countries, universities, courses, and examinations. And we also provide students with free profile evaluation. So under free profile evaluation, so it is done by our experts. So you can book your slot according to your preferable date and time with our experts. If you have any questions in mind related to that you want to be cleared. um, Moving ahead, we also have talk to a counselor option, AI country recommendations, AI course recommendations, some test preparation stores, which consists of IELTS, live GRE, live Duolingo classes, as I mentioned before. We also have some additional services for the students like education loans, forex card, accommodation, international SIM, US credit card, US bank account, and blogs are also uploaded on the website itself, so you can explore all these information. Now we, as I mentioned about the upgradation part, so directly go to the upgrade option on the website, and over here you can see that we have three memberships: bronze, silver, and gold. So using this option and using the coupon code, you can upgrade yourself from basic to bronze membership, and also the other memberships, that is silver and gold, would also be available to you over here at this portal only. Now, we also have recordings, sessional tests, and handouts of the various sessions and the modules that are being conducted on a daily basis. So, for that, directly go on the website of Ubergrad, ubergrad.com, go to your name, My Test Preparation, go on to IELTS Academic Comprehensive Live Classes course. On clicking on that particular option, it would direct you to this page. So as you guys know that we have 4 modules under IELTS: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. So over here, you can access the recordings, the handouts of all the sessions conducted under various modules. For example, you want to access the yesterday's recording of the session that was conducted. So yesterday we had basically a reading session one. So directly go on reading, go on day one. Since yesterday was day one for reading, the first option is usually the access to the handouts of that particular session and the module, and the last recording would be the current one. So when I clicked on the last one, it directed me to yesterday's recording. So in the same way, you can access the recordings and the handouts of all the other sessions and the modules. And after you complete each module, you can also make use of the sessional tests of that particular module, which would be available to you after, over there only in this portal itself. And I'll also share a Telegram channel link in the chat box. So you can directly join the Telegram channel over there. Also, a lot of information is added on a daily basis, which you can access. And mock tests also would be available to you. Some of them would be available to you there. And for more practice, you can always upgrade and make use of the other features which I've mentioned of. So now I'll hand over the session to our trainer for today, Mrs. Annapurna Murugan, ma'am. So, ma'am, are you there on call?
Hi, good evening.
You can take over.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hi, guys, good evening. I guess everyone is doing great. Okay, so today we'll start off with the session. Okay, so that is like, so we'll be starting off with the questions. Yesterday, I told you everything about like how the passages, what techniques we need to use. In fact, today I'll be talking about those techniques. I'll show you how to use and how we are going to do everything practically. So that will be done today in today's class. Okay, so today most probably I'll be discussing short answer questions and true false not given. So let me present the screen for you guys. Just give me 1 second. Here we go. Yes. Slideshow. Okay. So first, let us start off. I guess everyone could see the screen here. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Thank you. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. Short answer questions. Basically, these questions are like, so let me ask one question. What is your name? Why you want to give IELTS? Okay, so where you stay? All these things are what short answer questions. Okay, so that means we just need a simple answer for it. We don't require anything other than this. So therefore, such questions we consider them as what short answer questions. And these short answer questions will not be generic. We all know that it will based on passage. Okay, it will be based on passage here. Okay, and one more good thing about this thing is what short answer questions will always appear in the same order. That means like 1, 2, 3, 4, like if we have, so you will be seeing that the third answer will come like in sequence only, second will come in sequence. This will be kind of helpful for us. Why? Because you will be seeing that. So if by chance you get first answer, you won't be getting second answer. But then what, don't spend more time on this second question. Try to go for the next question. If you are getting the third answer here, so that means what, the second answer will lie between the location where the first answer was and where the third answer was. So this is also one kind of key, so that we need to understand here. So now, as I said, okay, I would not recommend you people to go by keywords. That means I am saying no keywords. I'm using the word, I would not recommend you people to go by keywords. I want you people to read the question and understand the question and understand question idea. Depending upon that, so you need to pick up the method to enter there, and accordingly you need to pick the answer here. And also see, when you are doing any kind of question, you will be having something in bold letters. See, those who have already given your this one test, uh, and those who have got less score, or those who have not given but practicing on reading but not able to get the scores, and those who are planning to give the test, preparing on IELTS, please note these things. So this thing never neglect. So no problem. Even on 100 passages you do also, please don't, what is that, forget to read this thing, or don't just keep this as a waste thing. It is very important. Why? The instructions will be there. So these instructions you need to answer according to these instructions only. So they are asking here, answer the questions with no more than 2 words. Here you need to answer with no more than 2 words. That means at most 2 words, and it could be 1 or 2 words. Okay, so that's the thing we have. So now we got to know how we need to answer which animal has the most fat. Now, so we need to understand this question. This is very simple question here. Okay, so to start off with, we are giving the simple questions, but later on when we go on to the questions, you will see that we'll be taking up complex things, because on the first day so of this one, we don't want you to get panic. So which animal has the most fat? That is, what is the requirement of this question? They're asking the name of the animal which has maximum what? Fat here. Okay, so that is what identifying the question idea. Now you know here. Okay, so you cannot commit mistake here only. Why? Because you know you are looking for the animal which has maximum fat uh, in its body, isn't it? So therefore, where we have, see, as the largest animal, this now we use for this short questions, because we never know whether it is from the main idea, or what is that from explanation, example, or conclusion. You need to use the scanning process. What is that process you are going to use? You will be using the scanning process. And what is the scanning? You're searching, you're looking for that animal which is rich in that fat. Okay, so therefore, if you see, I'm just glancing here, I could see here the blue whale also has the most fat. Okay, so blue whale is the animal that has most fat. That is the requirement. So our answer here will be what? Blue whale. Okay, so what is this? Blue whale will be having. And next thing, so what is the tissue of the marine mammals that is rich with fat called as? Now they are asking, what is that they are asking? They are asking the fat rich tissue, so present in what? Present in marine animals. See, here though we have given a simple paragraph, but in exam what they will do, na, purposely they will be talking the tissues of different animals also. That means, so tissues of different animals, but here they are asking, what is the question they are asking? They are asking the name of the tissue, so the fat storing tissue in what? So in your marine mammals, what they are talking about? The marine mammals, where we have this, just go through them, so we don't know really where exactly it is. So but we know only after this only it should be. So therefore, let us just glance through with whales. Oh, this for any. But if we look at the tin proportion, you will be surprised. See, this is how you need to glance. We'll begin with blubber, the fat-rich tissue belonging to marine animals. The entire requirement of the question is that. So that means here minutely look for the question. So what is the name of it? So the name of it is blubber. What we call it as blubber, isn't it? What do we calling at? So it as blubber. Which marine animals need a thick layer of fat to survive in cold water? Now they are asking you what is the name of the animal that requires this thick layer of fat. So till here though we don't have anything. Okay. Why? Because we are done with second. Obviously your answer will come later in the paragraph. So we need to see the this one. What is that? Animal that requires this thick layer. So they are talking about North Bow wetlands. To survive in this remote waters, they have a layer of blubber almost a meter thick. Who has this? This is for your bowhead whales. And where they are living? They are living in north. What is happening in the north? So the frosty weather, that means cold weather. So to live in the cold waters, what is that? This animal, which is that animal which is having a thick layer of fat. So it is your bowhead whales. So your answer will be bowhead whales. Got it, guys? Now, I'll take to another question here. Okay, this is how you people need to do short answer question. But however, what I'll do is, so I'll be taking to little more, this one, what is that? Um, Tougher questions here. Okay, this was quite pretty easy. Okay, so let me take this. So now I'm going to take this. So now what did I say yesterday? Whenever we are doing any passage, we are not looking into what is the passage is all about. See, I'm standing on my own words. So I'm not looking into the passage. What I'm doing here, I'm coming to your questions. And in the question, what did I say? Yes, whatever the heading questions give, so you need to understand that also. So here you can see answer the questions with exactly 2 words. See, twist. From last question to this question, what is the test? Exactly 2 words. If you give one word answer, wrong. And also exactly only one number. Either, and also they're saying what? Either you give number or 2 words. You can't combine a number and word also. Remember this. That is the reason I always tell. I, in fact, tell students, please do this always. Read the questions perfectly. So, why? Because the instruction. But if you people write, so instead of 2 words, 1 word, if you write, your answer is considered to be wrong. If you're writing a number and a word there, then also it is wrong. Okay. So, kindly be aware of your instruction. Now let us understand what is the question here. Then the first point. What is the first point when we have to do the short answer question? You need to read, analyze what is the question idea is. So now, like out of my experience, I tell students kindly follow these methods. Okay, if you feel that, oh, question reading is a waste of time, so let me just randomly jump onto the passage without knowing what you need to answer. What is the use of reading the complete passage there? There is no point, right? When you will be getting the marks, whether they will give the marks for you to show that I have understood the entire passage. How do you show that you have understood the passage? By answering the questions correctly. So therefore, it is purely what your questions answer plays important role. That is the reason, give more importance to your question. So rather than tedious process of searching the answers, let us try to see what the question is. What is the number of children that the New England Journal of Medicine studied? So we have this NEJ. So they studied children, it seems. They studied certain number of children. You need to say that number here. So when it is number, so you need to have just a number. Let us see. So what is the question in our mind? So we need to tell here. So how many children were studied by New England Journal of Medicine? So you're searching only that. Just you need to use the second process, how you're jumping into the paragraph, because it is not the main idea. Since it is not the main idea, you will just glance through where they are talking about this idea. See, nowhere it is talking, even when the snacks are later avoided for a year. The New England Journal of Medicine study looked at 550 children deemed prone to developing this one. So, this NEJ, how many students it did study? 550. You know what we do? So we usually write here 550 children. Do you think it is correct or wrong? If you write this, even though your answer is correct, but still you get 0 marks for this question. Why? You have not followed this. Okay. What we need to write? Only 550, guys. Only what we need to write here? We need to present only 550. Nothing else, nothing other than this should be written. So be careful. Now they are asking one more thing. At what age can the child stop eating peanuts for a year? That means they are asking the age at which a child can stop eating the peanuts if it has consumed peanut snack within the first 11 months of life. If in the first 11 months of life, that means when it was not even 1 year, if it has consumed peanut, then so at what age a child can completely stop eating? So it's not completely also. Child can stop eating peanuts for a year. So check out. Definitely, you will not have in this paragraph. Why? Because it was not talking about that particular thing. Quickly see through this sentence what you're seeing. So, at what age the child should stop eating peanuts? So, if it has add like within its 11 months. Okay, so we don't have anything in this part also, we don't have. So let us try to see the next part. The new study suggests that if a child has consumed peanut snack within, oh, we have the thing, 11 months of life, then at the age of 5 they can afford to stop eating the food entirely for a year and maintain no allergy. See, we get it now at the age of 5. Now, what should be the answer? What should be the answer? Whether you will write 5 or 5, or age of 5 you will write what exactly you will write. You should remember, if you write age of FIVE, then also wrong. Why 3 words we have? If we just write 5, then also it is wrong. So what is happening? So therefore what? So we need to just write the number here 5. Why? At what age? So it is understood at 5, one has to stop doing what is that? Taking, consuming peanuts here. Okay. So that is the thing we have. Which part of the infants remain protected for a long lasting? What part of the infants remained protected for a long lasting period? So they are asking what part of the infants they were remained protected for long lasting period here. So you need to find it out. Okay. So here though we don't have anything. So go from there on. So you try to so go further here. Tell me what part of the infants were protected from peanut allergy. Go through it. Clearly demonstrates that majority of infants did in fact remain protected, and that protection was long lasting. So it is talking about what? So majority of infants so did in fact remain protected from peanut allergy. So therefore what you are supposed to write, it is majority. Okay. Exactly this one. What is that? 2 words. So if it is 2 words, I cannot write only this one, the majority. So let me pick, because majority of is incomplete. So what we need to write? The majority. Your answer there should be what? The majority. If you write only majority, then also wrong. It has to be what? So the majority should be there. What's the illness that 20, this one, 1,000 babies in UK and US combined are diagnosed with each other each year? So that means they're asking what is that illness? What is the name of the illness that these 20,000 babies in UK and US, so they are diagnosed with? Okay. So now where we have, see in the previous paragraph though we'll not have. So why? Because we have read here, so it is not talking about so that thing. So later, if you quickly scan through, so scanning means you're just glancing, you know what you're searching for. So UK and US children, 20,000 children, with what disease they were diagnosed with. So if you see, it said that in UK and US, so combined 20,000 babies a year, so are being diagnosed with what? Peanut allergies. What is the answer? So the answer should be peanut allergies. Two words here. Getting it? What is it? Peanut allergies. So the two words. So it is given. So this is how you need to do your short answer question. I'll repeat the method. So first, read the bold-faced instructions. After you read the instruction, go to the question, understand what is the requirement of the question. Accordingly, so you need to use the scanning process. So once you use the scanning process, once you locate that particular, see for example, I located here that my answer is there. So what did I do after location? I read this thing in detail here. Okay. So that means wherever you locate, so wherever you identify, so the answer is, so you need to basically what? Read that particular sentence in detail. Remember, full stop to full stop. The complete sentence has to be read properly, understood, and then you come and see what is the requirement of the question, and this whether if it is matching, so then you're applying that on the question. That means you're picking up the answers from there and you are putting. So this is what the method used for short question answer. Now let me take up the next type of question, that is nothing but true false not given. And this is one of the trappy question. True false not given. See, true, false, and not given. Usually what happens now, students will perform correct on true. But when it comes to false and not given, students will get confused. They get confused, even though they analyze properly. I guess most of you would have done this mistake. And more, for most of them, this true, false, not given, yes, no, not given only headache. Why? Because we get confused by a thin air. We get confused. Okay, so we should not. Let us understand what is this concept is. So just before starting this class, I said today I'm going to complete. So what is that? Short question answers and true, false, not given, I said. That means, and now I've started with. Now I completed short question answers and now I started with true, false. Isn't it? True, false, and not given. So I've started off that. So that means what? So now this implies that whatever the statement I presented, that's a true statement. Oh, ma'am said she will be completing. So short answer and true, false, not given. So she completed true, false, not given, and this one. So the statement is what? After the class, you feel that, okay, this was a true statement that she had given. If by chance if I don't cover true, false, not given, but instead if I would cover like summary questions, that means, see, this is one case. Instead of true, false, not given, if I would have started with a summary question and short answer question, then I gave a false information. I told something, but I did something. Okay, so that is the thing here. So therefore was, so my information is false here. But even if I would have just completed short answers, and if I would have not completed true, false, or if I would have completed true, false, not given, but not completed short answer, then also what? My statement was false. That means what? So our statement could go false on 2 3 this one situations depending upon the question. Okay, that means what? So when is that statement false? Whenever the statement is contradictory on the idea of the sentence. Okay, that means we said something, we did something else. So that is your, what is that? False statement. So what is that? That is our false statement. So where we are telling something but we are doing something else, so that is your false statement. So now, if I in case cover short answers also, true, false, not given also I covered today. Along with this, I even covered yes, no, not given also. In this case, what it is? Don't tell whatever ma'am said, it was true. No, my statement is I've included something else here. Yes, no, not given. Something extra also I've included. But this was not said by me, right? So I did not tell in the beginning that I am going to cover 3 types of question. So, but if I cover 3 types of question, that means what you will say, ma'am had not informed about yes, no, not given. Don't you think you will be saying that ma'am did not speak about yes, no, not given, but still she completed this? So that means what? Here the information is not given. That means whenever any information, anything, if it is not present or if it is partially present, so then such this one we call it as what? So not given. What do we say? Such thing we tell it as not given here. Okay, so what is this not given? Only when some extra information, some extra info, or the info is not at all discussed, so then we will be taking that as your not given. Okay, now here you need to be very careful about so adjectives, about the this one, what is that, so the kind of words, everything that they use, because so your lot of paraphrasing will happen. Okay, what will happen? So lot of paraphrasing, you won't find the sentences in the same very manner. Okay, you will be having what? So they will twist and around, they twist around and give the things. That is the reason the key idea plays crucial here. If you understand the idea, no matter in what sentence let them give, you people can identify what exactly is happening there. Okay, so now here also they give this instruction. Kindly follow this. So do the following statements. You may be wondering, ma'am, for true, false, not given, every time they'll give like this only. Now, why we need to read and waste the time? No, guys, many times they will give different way also. Okay, they may say, write T for true, F for false, like that they will give. At that time, if you write like this, wrong it here. And instead of this, so if you write only T here, it is wrong. If you write like this, TRUE, it is wrong. So what they have given? Capital TRUE should be written against the sentence which agrees with the information here. Okay. So FALSC, this means like the capital. So remember this. So therefore, that is the reason you people have to go through this particular thing. So let us try to see the first statement. Let us understand what is the question idea, and then use the scanning process and you enter into the paragraph. What you need to do, you need to use the scanning process and you need to go and find out. Here, one more trick I am going to tell. Okay, so you see the trick, this one. The scientists are using a technique from electronics to control specific plant properties. So they are saying that now, or scientists, what they are doing, they are using some technique, it seems, from electronics. That means they are using electronic science to control specific plant features. Properties are nothing but features. If this idea is there, if you get this idea, so you give true. But if you have the idea, you try to create a negative of this, okay, in your mind only. The opposite, negative in the sense, the contrary of this. What could be the contrary sentence here? The scientists are not using a technique from electronics. If they say that also, okay, it is false. If they are saying that the scientists are using a technique from computer science, okay, so we can't relate computer science and electronics, they have the same roots and all. No, we can't. Or techniques from botany or from somewhere. Okay, if they talk about different subject also, then also it is false. And also, if they say to control something else, not the properties of plants, okay, something else they want to control by the use of technique of electronic, then also it will be false. That means these are the three informations that we have. In this three informations, you people need to, if it is contra on these three important ideas, then the statement will go false here. Okay, if at all, if they are not talking about these things only, or if they are partially talking about this, so then the statement has to go what? Not given. What is that? It has to go not given. So let us now check what is happening in this particular thing. So the scientists are using a technique from electronics to control specific plant properties. What they are saying, scientists are using a technique from electronics to control specific plant properties. Let us see. In electronics, even this is just complex arrangement of this one. So parts that control specific function. The same integrated circuits might be found in iPhone, etc., etc. So biologists are creating the same modularity in, wait for it, plants by designing gene circuits so that control specific plant characteristics. Yes, gene circuits denote like it is an electronic. From electronic, they are using to control the plant characteristics. So that means what? Yes, see, look at the way, look at the sentence how they have given, and look at the way answers how it is there. So I would like to say, see, biologists could be considered as scientists. So are creating the same modularity in, wait for its plants by designing gene circuits. Same modularity means they are referring to this integrated circuit. Okay, that so control specific plant characteristic. Okay, characteristic is nothing but your features. So therefore, what? Very much the statement is given. So and also it is just true here. What it is? It is true here. Some synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of mammals. Here, look at this. So be careful. Whenever you people are doing true, false, not given, you need to be careful with this adjectives also. Here they are giving some. Sorry. So some synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of mammals. That means we have some. In the case few is there, then also wrong. Many is there, then also wrong there in the this one. So let us see. Some synthetic biologists work with genetic circuits of mammals. So here to even this true false not given also go in order. So therefore, here though it will not be there. So let us try to see the next thing. What they are saying, some synthetic biologists. Okay. Let us see the relatively synthetic, the design of genetics, the control differ functions that can be easily this. Most of the today's synthetic biologists work with, yeah, many of you would have seen this and would have given false here, isn't it? Most of the why they are here trying to say most of today's synthetic biologists work with simple microorganisms like E. coli and all. That is not the main agenda. See, here what should be the opposite statement? That so many of you scientists work, either that should be there, and they will also will have some synthetic biologists will not work with genetic circuits of mammal. Only if these two ideas would have been there, then we could have called it as false. But here it is something entirely different. So that means, so in this case, what is happening? They're not talking only about the genetic circuits, they have spoken here. Okay, they have not spoken anywhere else. So here they are not concerned about whether our biologists are working on the genetic circuits of mammals or not. They are not given that thing. So therefore this idea is what, not given. You should write NOTGIVEN, not given here. Okay, so did you understand why it is not given? Because you see that they are not, their main agenda of the sentence is genetic circuits of mammals. They are not talking about that particular thing. Okay, so now the next question we have, most of synthetic biologists work with mammals. Now see, for this you have, most of today's synthetic biologists work with simple organisms. Here they are saying mammals, but here it is simple organism. Most of today's synthetic biologists, they work with simple microorganism, but here in the thing, it is mammals, so therefore it is false. In this case, it is false. Okay. So what? In this case, it goes false, nothing else. Getting it? I hope you people understood these things. Okay, let us do one more. True, false, not given. Yeah, one more thing that you people need to understand is that what? So these true, false, not given. Okay, so basically will come in order. That means, yeah, I would like to see whichever the sentence, whichever the type of questions that comes in order, you can do one thing. Say, for example, one question you got, second question you get the answer, third question you're not getting. So don't waste much time on this. Okay, you search for the fourth question. So wherever you get the fourth question, wherever you had the second question, so answer between that only your third question answer will be there, not beyond that. So that means what, basically you'll get that boundary line. When you get that boundary line, it will be very easy for you people to find the answer, and you will not waste much time also here. Okay, so that is the reason, follow these things. And moreover, like, what is that thing that will help you people to get the answer means, in your mind only you need to create, okay, if this idea, understand the idea, if this idea is there, then it is true. If the contrary of this idea, you create in your mind only what could be the contrary. If the contrary is there, then it is false. If both, this idea is also not there, contrary is also not there, then it should be not given. Astronomers often find something odd on the sky. Now this is something, what they are saying, astronomer often, that means what, more than regular, they find something different in the sky itself, so on the sky. Okay, if you have this idea, then you need to write true. If you have the idea saying that astronomers rarely find something odd on the sky, then it should be false. Or astronomer don't find, so Anything odd, so on the sky, then also it is false here. Okay, don't often find anything odd on the sky, then also it is false. If beyond these statements something else is there, then it has to be not given. Got it? So now let us see here. What is that we have? Astronomers often find something odd on the sky. So here we have more than 10 years ago, while taking temperature, this found something odd. They discovered that patch and this. Okay, so we have here. More than 10 years ago, while taking the temperature of universe, they found something odd. They are just only telling that they found something odd, but they're not saying the fact whether they often find it, they rarely find it. So that is not described. Now you people may think, ma'am, here though it is mentioned more than 10 years ago, that means it should be rare. Are they indicating anywhere that rarely they find something odd? What was our statement? Like often they find. So opposite should be rarely they find. Their concept, the sentence is not talking about whether they rarely find it or they often find it. Whether the logic is not that, whether the logic is not at all discussed. So it's not that just because you have astronomers found something odd, you cannot think that the statement should lie between true and false. No, the main concept of that statement is not visible here. It is not discussed, because of which what we'll say here, so it has to go not given. Okay, I'll just write the abbreviation form here, but so in your answer you should write here like this. Now, the next question here is what? The CMB is the thermal radiation across the entire universe. You understand this? We have something CMB, it seems. It is the thermal radiation. It seems what it is, they are talking about this as a thermal heat radiation that is found across the entire universe. That means it is across the entire universe. We have some radiation called as what? CMB. Now, if this idea is there, then true. If they say that CMB is found partially over the universe, then it is false. If instead of CMB, if we have something else that is found over the entire universe, then also it is false. Yeah. But if they're not at all talking about this statement, this idea, then it should be not given. So let us see where the CMB is talking about. Okay, the astronomers thermal radiation that bathers. They are talking about the thermal radiation that bathers, and this to give this, and this is called as CMB. Okay, or to gaze at this cosmic microwave. They are talking about this thermal radiation. From there, we got to know that CMB is a thermal radiation, because you cannot just see that, oh ma'am, CMB blankets the sky and looks pretty somewhere every. Yeah, it is there, but you need to also verify whether it is a thermal radiation or not. Yes, from this you will understand that CMB is a thermal radiation, so which blankets the sky. That means what? Which covers the entire universe. And in fact, here also, it's the thermal radiation that bathes the entire universe. So, two places we have where we have this answer. So, therefore, this answer is very much given. So, it is what? True here. What you need to write? So, true here. Getting it? Now, the CMB varies from extremely low to very high temperature. Now they are talking about the temperature of this CMB. They are talking like it will be extremely low and high. That means the temperature varies at extremes. Let us see. Whose temperature? CMB. So now if you see here, existing at a feebly cold temperature of 2.72. See, feeble is normal cold. Okay, it is not severe cold, and just a couple degrees warmer than above absolute zero. So that it will be very warmer. See, extremes means what? Very hot. But here it is what? just warm and feeble cold. That means what? So it is not having the extreme temperature. That means the idea is opposite to the given statement. So therefore it has to be what? False here. What it has to be? It has to be false. I hope so you guys understood how to do with your this one. Okay, we have to see now. Why did I just took out? So now guys tell me. Oh, okay, let me see. Any doubts till here you people had? Karan, did you understand? Karan, yeah, post your question. Tell me. Are you understanding? Okay. Now, shall I solve two more questions here? I'll be solving two more questions. Then we'll discuss like the whatever your queries you have. Okay. So let me take here. Just give me 1 second. Now we have one more question. See, that means what is that you people are seeing? You people see it's don't see like what. Okay, this question is correct, this question is wrong. No, you see the methods I'm using here. I'm trying to understand the complete idea, and then in my mind only we are creating what kind of false statements could be there. So and accordingly we are going and analyzing there. If we have the false ideas, whatever we thought on the basis of said sentence, it has to be false. If it is, I mean, the contrary ideas, if it is same, then it has to be true. If both the things are not there, then it has to be what? Not given. Let us say, so investigations of fluctuations of temperature in the space help scientists to understand what the cosmos is made up of. So here they are trying to say what? So investigation of these fluctuations of temperature in the space, it will help this scientist to understand what the cosmos is made up of. Okay, let us try to see this. Okay, so here to till here we saw. Let us see whether these investigations of the fluctuations will be helpful for scientists or not. Okay, so then, but harmed with this, how to prop the thing, all Big Bang reflection, random fluctuations, L. Scientists understand what the cosmos is made up of very much. See, they have given this idea. Yeah. So understanding these fluctuations will help scientists. These in the sense what? So they are talking about CMBs, temperature fluctuations. Why? Because from here, if you see, so let me clear this. Huh. From here, if you see, the astronomers had set out to probe temperature variations in the sense fluctuations as a tiny part of this born from the quantum froth that was the universe a half moment after the Big Bang. So those random fluctuations they are talking referring to temperature variations help scientists understand what the cosmos is made up of. That means what? Yes, very much the idea is given. So therefore this has to be what? True. Yeah. Getting it? So what it has to be? It has to be true here. Now, let us talk about one more question. The cosmic supervoid is the largest structure in the universe. They are talking about what? Cosmic supervoid. It is the largest structure in the universe they are trying to say. Here also same thing. If it is opposite, if they say it is not the largest structure, if they say something else is largest structure, so then what you need to do? You need to give false. Otherwise, if the same idea is there in different words, though, then you need to give true there. Okay. So let us try to see. I guess so. Where we have stopped. So somewhere So yeah. Okay, now we are onwards. We see over the this short of ideas ranging from this, but now they are homing into the enormous cosmic super void, so big that it might be the largest structure. Oh yeah, we have got this. But in what way it is present? There is a cavern emptiness which is called as super void, and this super void is so big that it might be the largest structure. Looking at this largest structure, many of you will give true, but look at the concept. It might be, that it might be means the probability has included, but in the statement what it is, they are short saying, they are very surely saying is the largest structure. Is the largest structure means what? It is largest structure. But there they are saying it might be. It might be means we have two options. It can be largest, it can be small. It is not the largest. Okay. So two things is there. So two things are there. So that means what? So here I cannot give this statement as true. No true. And at the same time, I cannot give it as false also. Why? Because it is not stating clearly that it is not the largest one, because that might is there. So therefore what? I cannot give false also. Why? Because they are doubting. So it can be, it cannot be. So therefore in this case also it is not given. This is a trappy situation here. Okay, such traps also you people will be getting whenever you people do this true false not given. That is the reason I always tell, so understand the concept of the question requirement, understand what is the given question, understand wherever that particular answer is there properly. Don't randomly pick and you see here. It is so trappy. This question was also trappy. The first question also was trappy, isn't it? So now that means what? We randomly say that, oh, we see the same kind of words and everything, so it must be true. No, it is incorrect. Be careful about what is its idea. Depending upon this one, what is that? The ideas you people need to present the thing. So now tell me, any doubts you people have with regards to short question and your this one true false not given? Is things, are things clear? Okay, great guys. Great. Okay. So was my speed okay? Thank you, Mahima. Thank you so much. So you welcome, Tesson. Thank you, Shalini. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so to I guess if you have doubts, you people, questions will be asked in order. See, just let me answer this question. Ari, see, whenever what type of questions will be asked in this one? What is that sequence? I'll be telling that. Okay, so and at the same time, not every type of question will be asked in sequence, so I'll tell that also. Which type of questions will not be asked in sequence, that also I'll be telling. But yes, short answer questions and your this one true false not given, yes no not given will be having in sequence. Okay, that's the reason I say. So you people need to note down some of the important things that I discussed in the class. Okay. Jagdish, so basically, if you see the portal, there are many practice questions, and I guess you need to join the Telegram session where you will be getting lot of this one, practicing questions. Okay. Welcome, Rohan. So, welcome, Karan. Okay, guys. Any other queries? Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow with many more questions and with more detailed this one. So, Arun, it is not at all difficult. Don't think it is difficult. go with the right method. See, nothing is impossible, nothing is difficult here. Okay, so it's only what first you need to take out from your minds that you people cannot do it. Okay, that is one of the important thing which will act as an obstacle in doing reading and writing. Okay, and for many, speaking also. Why? Because we have this rigid mind that, oh, we can't read, we will not understand. Yeah, if you people would have not been able to read and understand, so do you think you would have cleared all your graduate exams? So whatever the big exams you people and you have given, how could have you cleared them? So please come out of that mindset. Approach is important. Okay, your approach, whatever the approach we are saying here, you kindly follow those approach and lot of practice. Yeah, some will take very less time to improve on the score, some will take more time. Not an issue. If you feel that you're taking more time, practice more. Don't leave the things. Practice, practice, practice. We have several thousands of passages are present. Okay, so read. I'll tomorrow talk about how to read also. Okay, other than practicing the question, I'll also tell so what way you people need to read and what things if you read you will understand. So I'll be discussing about those things also. Okay, so don't worry. So nothing is hard. Okay, so we are humans, human brains are excellent, so it can do miracles. So don't worry about that. Our admin will be sharing you the link. Okay, so you can join this group there. Ahmed, thank you so much. Not at all, Mahima, not at all. Because if you are cleared OET, you try to give one mark, okay, so that you will analyze so where exactly you can stand. Okay, because when you are able to do that, so maybe like one more thing is that there it was completely into your professional language, everything in OET you would have given, because of which it could have been little easy also. But here what happens, it's more of generic in IELTS. Okay, so you try to give one mock test and understand so like where exactly you stand. Okay, accordingly you people you can plan for your preparation. Okay, Maima. Right. Okay then, guys, so see you tomorrow. So and we'll discuss more questions. Okay, ma'am, time for reading skills in, see, it's only 1 hour. Thus it is just 1 hour. Okay, within 1 hour you have to read 3 passages and you have to answer 40 questions. Okay, right. I can say 10 minutes will be dedicating for our answering, transferring the answers onto the answer sheet if you're giving paper-based test. So that means you basically have 45 minutes for your reading and picking up the answer. 15 minutes for each passage. Okay, right. Uh, yes, over to you, admin.
Thank you so much, ma'am. All right, so guys, I have shared the Telegram channel link and the coupon code using which you can upgrade yourself from the basic to bronze membership. All of this have been shared in the chat box, chat thing, so you can directly go and access these. Also, talking about the features which that is the one-on-one IELTS classes, so that just for rupees 5,999, and you get benefits like 20 hours live classes and 10 plus sessional tests, 5 full length mocks. So if you want mock tests for your practice, you can always use this facility, and mock tests would be available to you all. And also, if you have any doubt, any questions regarding the process, so you can always make yourselves available with the free profile evaluation option, which is done by our experts. So any more questions from your side, any doubts that you guys have? Also, the recordings, the sessional tests, and the handouts. If you have missed anything out for any session or any module, you can always go on the website of Ubergrad, that is ubergrad.com, and check out these things. Check out the recordings, and you'll get everything there. So, any questions from your side? All right, so I don't think so there are any questions from your side. So I'll just close the call for today and we'll meet tomorrow for the third session for reading. Thank you so much for joining.